Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co host, Brian.
Hello, everybody.
Episode 2 of The Perfect Match. We are doing a review of episodes 1 through 4. So if you didn't catch episode 1, go back here in the playlist, check it out, get our full rundown of the initial cast, on our reactions to the initial matches, and our cliffhanger. Cliffhanger, obviously, being this episode 2 is called It's About the Chase. This felt like if you guys are Marvel fans, this was like the Infinity War episode for Chase. Like Chase was the main character throughout. I gotta give Chase credit. Now, I'm not saying Chase is like the best dude because I have not watched him on his show, but I do appreciate about Chase is that he went around and sampled all the goods. He went around and he talked to 4 different women. He did a lot of his own self-induced speed dating and something that I don't think is going to stop anytime soon for Chase. Brian, your reaction to Chase in general, this episode, Chase from his show, because I know you are very familiar with him, and where do you think it's going?
Yeah, I mean, he's again like Francesca. He's performing to his norm. So I as soon as I saw him come in, I was like, I didn't think they. It's also funny when they pick the deliberation, they pick who they know.
Yeah,
So I was really shocked to see that Chase got in because everybody on that show is aggressive. So and he was very aggressive on his season. So and he was bouncing around like so. He's great for another one, just great for the show, like amazing for the show.
I'm very excited.
Mhm.
We'll go off the top here. Joey goes to talk to Chase. He rolls up all red faced. He basically is trying to hold his ground for Carousel, right? Like my girl, I'm only here for her. If you can't say the same, you better back off.
Right, tough guy.
Joey, like, bud, it's okay. Like, you do have an advantage already. Everyone else knows you've dated. Like, I don't,
Mhm.
I don't. How do you feel? Do you really think that he needs to be kind of like stomping his turf out that quickly?
No, I mean, I think it was a lot of showmanship and how much alcohol was used there. We'll
He did
never
make
know.
a mention that he sobered himself up. Now, I don't haven't noticed. Like, is he not drinking at all?
It's hard to tell. Like I thought he
Cups.
was because there's like a later episode where they're drinking and playing a game. Unless he, the way he acts, he has to be drunk.
Yeah, so he probably just means like he was just probably like post circle money partying.
Yeah,
Like
just
again,
tone
really
it down
don't
a little
blame
bit.
him. Yeah, again, anyone watching this, if you were like in your 20s, 30s, and you're a single guy and you win that much money, and like you're on Netflix and you're just blown up and you don't think you're gonna party a little too hard,
Right.
you're a liar. Um, Nick
Shuby
and
might not.
Shubes. Shubes wanted the money. He came back for a second season. Shubes ain't
He
no.
wouldn't have partied though.
You don't know what types of party. You don't know, dude. You don't know what they're in the dark. The freaks come out at night.
Taking some Ricochet shots.
Nick and Francesca discuss who's the quote unquote most honest. Francesca's worried that she's in the friend zone with Dom. Um, she does pull that, and this is brutal to Nick. She teases him that because remember, she said you missed your shot the night before. She goes, maybe if you had shot sooner.
Mhm.
That's brutal, man. Like, leave the poor guy alone. Like, you're not into him. Leave him alone.
It's all manipulation, man.
Joey goes to talk to Carousel. They start arguing instantly. She points out this is crying. She's crying with this effing moron and not out making connection with anyone else. And what else do I have to do to prove that I like you? I thought that was honestly a very fair point. And like, if you're like in a marriage or a serious relationship, like that's a very true statement. It's like,
Mhm.
I'm sitting here arguing with you instead of having fun. Like, I obviously care about you more.
Right.
Like, it's such a
Yep.
classic
I
statement.
know all about it.
I was like, I like you, girl. Like the honest, it's that Jersey honesty, dude. I love it. Um, but I did say she's making a good point. She knows him, so why is she so shocked and crying?
I know, dude. Like, well, we'll get to when they pick each when they get make the picks, but I just like I don't get it.
um, Chase smartly realizes the carousel situation is like Chernobyl, and he should get away from that more than likely. And I wrote, you saw the notes. I said he's going to go diversify his portfolio.
Mhm.
Um, he starts with Savannah. Him and Savannah, he seems like a decent connection. Goes on. Nick and Ines talk one on one. Now, this is the beginning of a percolating friendship, will they, won't they type relationship that exists throughout the first 4 episodes. Takes a twist. We'll get there. Um, and it said there was a little bit of a spark. Shane's feeling nervous right away. Big surprise. This dude is the king of spiraling really quickly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not even the worst spiral that he has.
Oh, no, no, no. This is all the like tremors from before it gets there. Um, and this though makes a fair point to Shane. She's like, when we're in private, you're awesome. We're very lovey dovey, or at least more romantic. When we're in public, you don't jive well. Welcome to like, yo, I'm great in the circle, or
Mm.
I'm great in behind a wall. But as soon as we got to be out and functioning in life, it's not working.
Yeah, it's just like he's in like turning into a werewolf.
Oh, he is literally like a that's a great one for me. He's a werewolf. Um, she's not big on like the PDA or even really affection, so she allows him to kiss her on the cheek. And Sophie doesn't look like Calvin. Look, oh, this is great. She won't look Calvin in the eyes.
Yeah,
He should have known he was DED dead at that moment. Like, yeah, I got no shot.
dude
He
wore
should
the
have
suit on the beach.
wore the suit at the beach. They were making fun of him in the confessionals. I
Yeah,
felt bad for him. But like again, like that dude didn't talk to anyone else.
I know. Yeah,
So that's on you, dude. She claims he's coming off too strong. She's unsure who to pick, though. She talks to Zay post the date. She says she feels disposable. I wrote, Chase interrupts. This dude's on fire.
he's playing the game, man. He knows how to play.
I feel like how I made the joke about on one of our below deck reviews, how like the producers are like watching the fights and then they're calling for Captain Sandy and she's like running to the deck. I
Mhm.
I feel like Chase is just following the camera guy around. He's just stalking the cameras out, and as soon as he sees people, he's just running into frame. Like this dude is on point. He's playing the game. I'm not really anti Chase, honestly. He hasn't done anything to really bother me. Like other
Yeah,
people get bothered by him, but
it's good for the show.
he's like our boy from uh oh god, what about, we interviewed
Kylan.
Kylan, exactly. He's like, I'm just better than you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
come in, I'm gonna steal your girl. It's
Mhm.
like, okay, where are we going? And Sophie said she prejudged Chase. Says the slate's clean. I'm sure he was super worried about that. 7 guys, 5 women. So here's some quick matches. Savannah and Nick doing the strategy match again. Francesca and Dom stay together. Carousel and Joey survive another week, is how I put it.
Why?
They are like no, they are. They put best the analogy that they are the crazy aunt and uncle that are just gonna be together ever, but no one ever really wants around.
Right. So don't get it.
And Sophie offers to Chase. He says yes. He wanted safety. Makes sense. Like grab a spot where you can get it. Grab a life raft on the Titanic. Zay's about to be pissed, I said, but he actually wasn't. He was just like, all right, probably gonna get dumped again. I was like,
I
oh,
was sad to see him go. I
that
wasn't
made me
super
sad. Zay and Calvin both gone quick. Calvin was there for literally one night. That was like a bachelor night one exit.
right.
Tough. Hate to see it. There were day 4 at this point. Joey and Carousel somehow now are the king and queen of PDA. Now they're back in love.
Yeah, like the only time I'll agree with Shane is like, yo, you need to calm down.
Shane was even telling them to calm down. Nick, considering shooting his shot with a nest still, though. I don't hate it, but what I said uh, is she's fully focused on Shane, like she claimed in her whole big one-on-one matching with him at the end of episode 1.
I mean, I don't want like we're gonna go by episode by episode, but like I can't really get a gauge on like is it different over there how they would
Mhm.
react in a couple, and it's just like I don't really want them to work. I don't really like Shane, and I like her.
They no, yeah, I agree with you on that. The French don't French kiss. Um, all right, this one was the kissing challenge. There's a lot of kissing going on here.
This is
So
like stolen from Love Island.
stolen from Love Island, but you have to kiss your partner and kiss everybody else blindfolded and earmuffed. I mean, I literally wrote out every single one. I think I don't really want to read out every single one. It was very funny. Let's see. Let me read through and see some of the notable ones here. Nick was the consensus best guy kisser. I think 3 nines at least to start. So Sav gave him a 9. Francesca gave him a 9. Uh, Carousel gave Chase a 9. There were some 10s out there as well. Nick scored a 10 also from Ines. So yeah, Nick definitely Ines was the best female kisser, 2 10s. But obviously, the most notable one we need to talk about is Chase being the only one playing the game like Triple H and hits Carousel with a one
I can't wait till she finds out why he did it.
because like the scoring and
Well,
just
yeah,
like
yeah, like he did it for strategy, and well, it's gonna come out at some point. I can't
I
wait.
mean, it was so funny though, right? Like, I mean, and this is like where like she spirals the rest. She is the beginning. She's the leader of the Kill Chase Club from now on.
Mhm.
She is salty. I mean, Joey, if I were Joey, I would be like, yo, calm down already. Like,
Mhm.
enough. It seems like you're desperate after this dude. Like, I thought we were good. I
Right.
would be a little bit
Exactly.
like, chill out.
Exactly.
Just me. Just me. Let's see where we end up going. Uh Francesca and Dom come in last place. The faces they made, I said, Paulie D, awkward.
I just don't know how you don't know who you're kissing.
Well, yeah, I
Especially
mean, it's
the height disadvantages too. And like, if you can touch their body,
I mean, some of them admit, especially if you can get up to the hair, like
yeah,
you can
you're
tell a
touching their
lot of the
hair. Like
people.
Joey's a doughboy. Like Chase is so tall. Like I think you could figure it out. Nick is skinny.
Yeah, it's they're again, they didn't figure it out. They're dumb. Again, I don't blame Chase. I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
We talk about this like on the circle all the time.
Yeah.
Um, and Sophie and Chase were the winners. Carousel, bothered by Chase, thinks he's a sociopath. It's classic. You made out with him 2 days ago.
Right. Exactly.
Um, they go to this the dates at the Century Spa. Chase admits he's playing the game and he scored Carousel low on purpose. Like, duh. Dom and Francesca talk about why the game didn't go well. I think she's in her head a little bit too much, to be honest, with him. He's a nice guy. Just let
Yeah.
it be. The last thing that I have here is that Savannah decides her goal is to break up Dom and Francesca.
I'm all
I
about it, man.
about it. I think she's overplaying her hand. Is my
Yeah. I
opinion right
mean,
now.
yes.
I think she might be overplaying her hand. Nick seems like again she enjoyed the kiss. She's just been so like ick towards Nick. Ick towards Nick. Look at that.
Mhm.
But again, think she needs to maybe consider that the grass isn't always greener.
Exactly. Like what you haven't talked to Dom at all. Like you have no like backup to this. You're
And
just
listen,
telling
in
her to
that
do it.
house right now, Francesca is like within the guys' mind is the consensus number one seed. So it's like it's tough to you better really shoot a perfect shot to try to knock her off.
Right.
So uh check out all of our other coverage. We're gonna have episodes 1 through 4 here in a playlist. We'll cover all the episodes next week and the following week. Check out our TikTok as well for some instant reactions on all of our shows, covering things like The Bachelor, MILF Manor, the challenge season finale is this week as well. We have Married at First Sight, Below Deck, 90 Day Fiance, Jersey Shore Family Vacation, probably a million other things going on in the channel. Check us out on all the other social medias, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as well. But for Brian and myself, until episode 3, thank you. Peace.